All right, back here at the post game, a very exciting, fast-paced game. We're here with the star of the game for the Bruins, Ralph Barahona, with 2 goals out there. Tell me, how was the pace out there?
Actually, it was not bad. It was, they got a couple of young guys out there that can still move, and their goalie, I mean, he couldn't put it through him. It was like he was stopping in the 17 hole. But it was fun. It was good to see the boys, and it's always about a good cause, and so it was fun.
Absolutely. It's been a few years since you've played with the alumni, so it's going to be nice to come back, like you said, and see some of the guys that you spent so much time with back in the 90s.
Yeah, it's good to see the boys. Shu and Beersy and Swoop and Reg and all the guys. COVID stopped me from coming for a few years, so it's nice to be back. And see Frank and be out here, just to be back in Boston. I got a ton of family here. Some of them were here today, so
very nice.
It's good for them to come back and see me. So
absolutely. Now, Ralph, will you be with us tomorrow at Skate 3 in Tingsboro?
I will. I will be there.
Awesome. Great job today. Thanks for being with us, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Hey, thank you very much, Mark.
All right.
All right.
All right, we're back with Dan Fratalia, one of the people who made this game possible. But I got to tell you, that was a fast-paced, very hard-fought game as far as these charity games go. How was it out there?
Yeah, it was great out there. I think the Bruins Alumni team makes us skate a little faster than we do in our beer league. So it was a great time, a great cause, great group of people on both sides, right? So it's fun, and it's for a great cause, and that's what matters the most.
So as far as your goaltender is concerned, where did you get him? I would think we'd like to see him in black and gold sometime, but what a performance. And again, charity game, but there were some big stops he made throughout the whole 60 minutes. Not just this game. We sometimes play 40 minutes, sometimes 50, never 60, and they counted 71 shots. It may have been an exaggeration, but a tremendous performance by your goaltender today.
Yeah, Sean Connolly, he's a great goalie. I know him personally as well. I skate in another men's league with him, and all goalies are a little odd, right? So Sean's in the same boat, but number one, he's a great guy. He raised a lot of money for the Warrior for Life Fund, and it's always great having him on the ice, especially when he's on your team and not the other.
Dan, prior to the game, I just thought it was a very special, poignant, an important moment having the Ernst family out there on the ice. Talk a little bit about that and the meaning of this game, honoring a great Warrior.
Yeah, so I didn't personally know Mike Ernst, but when you have a charity event that benefits and points out somebody specifically, it makes it a lot different and a lot more personal than just the general, servicemen and women that fight for our country, the selflessness, right? So having his family here, having his wife and daughter and his wife speak too, right, Meg, before the game, it's a very emotional time, right? And I'm just glad we were able to put it together for him and have a successful event.
Well, Dan, it was a great honor to have you here today, and we, again, want to make this an annual game. It was well attended, very well played, all for a great cause. The sponsors came through incredibly, each player individually not only played a great game, but raised a lot of money for a great cause. So thank you again, and we hope to do this again.
Great. Thank you very much, Mark. Thank you to all the sponsors. Thank you to the Bruins Alumni Foundation. Thank you to Warrior for Life, and thank you to Meg Ernst and her entire family as well.
Dan Fratalia. Our here post-game with Bobby Allen. We just talked to Dan Fratalia. Bobby, of course, along with Dan, are the ones who pulled this game together, orchestrated an extremely organized, extremely beneficial game. Talk a little bit about the charity. The Ernst family, it was just great to have them out there prior to the game, and his wife and children. It's a very important day for his family and all of us.
Yeah, it was really important for us too, I think, on the alumni side. Just a really humbling experience to see the sacrifice that the Ernst family's done for all of us and for our country, and to be able to honor Mike's memory, through hockey, a sport that he really loved. It's just gives you goosebumps. It was a really special day just to get to see his wife and his 2 children, and we had a great crowd today too. It was really enthusiastic, so it was an awesome day.
Yeah, it sure was, and as I've talked to Dan about, this game was played at a higher tempo than the usual alumni game. How was it out there?
Yeah, I got to say, I think I only had about 3 heart attacks during that game. So yeah, the guys on the other side were buzzing pretty good, and we had a few calls that went our way. They could have gone either way, but they went our way, so that we were very fortunate in that regard. But kudos to the 401k skaters. They were buzzing out there, so it was a good game for sure.
Absolutely. Bobby, in this year, the Bruins Centennial, we're bringing a lot of players back who have played with the Bruins throughout the years who aren't normally with us. Today, Randy Burge, Ralph Barahona at the start of the game. But I wanted to ask you, as a local guy, what was it like, if you think back when you first were called up to play for the Boston Bruins? What was that first game like? What was that experience like?
Well, obviously a dream come true, right? I grew up watching Randy Burge and all the guys that I'm fortunate enough to skate with on the alumni team here. It was just a special. I'll never forget. It was in Buffalo. Had a pretty good game. We won the game too. So a fond memory. Came back the next night and had 15, 20 family members against the Penguins in attendance, and they got to see me play my first home game too. So it's I grew up in Hull as a local kid. Getting a chance to even just wear a jersey in training camp is something special, let alone getting called up and getting to stay for a few years was, it's still, I pinch myself, honestly. It's been, 15, 16 years since I played, but it feels like yesterday. It really does.
Bobby, great job today. And we, as I said to Dan, we hope to make this, hope it's an annual event. This was so well run today. Great cause. Excellent effort on your part.
Awesome. Thanks so much for the support. It was a great day, and most definitely we're going to be doing it again next year for sure.
Bobby Allen.